thick of the pie, thick of the bag. Mean I'm a buyer, now lacing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and I'm way up and made it. The is mad. Man in them baggers, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around. Just a little murder, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the. So wild like Nas when she was on. We was on roll like tires. What we gon' let? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Chris Long in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Here we go now.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down, Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Wentz to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Again, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Shotgun now for Wentz. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nickel Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation, when I saw it live, thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
4 down. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Green, 90. Green, 90.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Completes it to Aguilar. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz flushed out right. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. His throw incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Wentz again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. If low man wins, Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Ready, blue 45, blue 45.
On second down, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 79 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Butker now to kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Wentz. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing now is Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Where is this play going? And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Mahomes to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they think that.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah,